So recently, I've kind of developed a fascination with the demon Trigon. That might sound weird, being fascinated with the demon, but he's exceptionally powerful, and I really didn't know a lot about him beforehand. But I've been doing some research into him, and research for me always eventually leads to, well, who can beat him? Who can beat him in a fight? So today we're gonna look at 10 characters who can beat the great demon Trigon. Before we get into that, let's talk a little about who Trigon is and what he can do. Now, Trigon is obviously incredibly powerful, with his demonic powers at an immeasurable scale. He's actually taken over the entire world in several different realities. He possesses superhuman strength, speed, agility, and durability, but he doesn't really engage with his enemies in a hand-to-hand fight unless he has to. Now, Trigon can manipulate his size, can transform or reshape his body, can fire powerful energy blasts from his hands and eyes, can control and move flames, is able to cast illusions, can control minds, and teleport through dimensions. Trigon is also able to create, change, destroy, or alter reality just by thinking about it, can bend, break, or change the laws of nature, distort the fabric of reality on a cosmic scale, and create things without limit. He can manipulate mystical energy, consume souls, and create, control, and manipulate dark energy in darkness itself. Finally, Trigon is omniscient and omnipresent, and he's completely immortal. So that's a little bit about who he is. That's not why you clicked on this video. No, you obviously want to see who can beat Trigon, so let's dive right on in with Mad Jim Jaspers. Now, Mad Jim Jaspers is an insane mutant with incredible reality-warping powers that are impressive in both how easily he warps reality and also the sheer scale of his reality-warping powers. He's considered an omniversal threat and is essentially only limited by his own imagination. He can increase his strength, speed, and durability to an infinite degree, can transform himself or others, increase or decrease the size of objects, manipulate all matter and energy, manipulate and bend time, teleport, and create life. In fact, inside the Jasper warp, which is a reality-warping wave that emanates from Jasper, he's essentially omnipotent. The only catch is that he needs to work inside reality, and so if you remove him from reality, he's pretty much powerless. So I guess, theoretically, if Trigon figured out the way to remove him from reality, then he would win. But other than that, I'm pretty sure Mad Jim Jaspers is powerful enough to get some victories in there. Ion. Now, after Kyle Rayner defeated the embodiment of his hate, the entity of will was drawn to him, and he became Ion. Now, as Ion, Kyle was nigh omnipotent, omniscient, and omnipresent. He's so much more powerful than any other member of the Justice League, even Superman, and can even be seen as superior to Hal Jordan's Specter. That is insanely impressive, and I'm pretty confident that Ion could take down Trigon. Galactus. Now, Galactus is infused with the virtually limitless power of the Power Cosmic, and as such, can manifest a range of powers and abilities depending on the situation he finds himself in. For starters, Galactus can manipulate creation, matter, energy, and universal sources. He can also erect nearly impenetrable force fields, project devastating energies, power enough to blow up planets, shoot lasers, give off radiation, open wormholes or portals to other dimensions, transport beings across the universe, teleport, read minds, levitate, reconstruct and transmute matter, manipulate elements on the periodic table, manipulate souls, heal living tissue, and even resurrect the dead. So he's got quite a few powers, and I believe he can take down Trigon. I even made a whole video on this fight alone, so be sure to go check that out when you get the chance to. But obviously, finish this video first. Finish this one first. Fourth is Mr. Mixtopic. Or Mixopidalic. Mr. Mixopidalic? Well, something. Now, he is a fifth-dimensional imp with the power to do almost anything he can imagine. He even once created and destroyed a fully functioning dimension just for a simple game. He can tap into the all-powerful Toon Force and is immune to time manipulation. It's even been stated by the Specter that Mix is capable of destroying the multiverse and all of space and time, although he's really more of a prankster than a malevolent spirit. Then in Injustice, yes, I know it's not the same universe, it is not technically considered canon, but just roll for here. I'm leading up to something. Mixopidalic battled against Trigon, and was easily able to hold his own. So yeah, I'd say Mr. Mxyzptlk could hold his own and defeat Trigon. Phoenix. Now Phoenix is insanely powerful, and she can control all matter from the subatomic scale to the entire universe, can generate and absorb endless amounts of energy, create space-time warps, and easily travel through time, resurrect the dead, and absorb the life force from others to increase her own power. Then Jean's telepathy, telekinesis, and psionic attacks are amplified to godlike levels, and her telepathic powers are even visible in the real world. That is a whole lot of power at her disposal, and for all this power, I'm pretty confident that Phoenix would take down the demon Trigon at least a handful of times. Lucifer Morningstar. Lucifer Morningstar is the brother of Michael Demorgius. Demorgius? Golly, why does DC have such difficult names to pronounce? Or is it just I'm really bad pronouncing stuff? Either way. Anyways, he was sent by the presidents to rule over hell. Now, Lucifer is one of the most powerful beings in the DC universe and has 3 signature powers. The Lightbringer Flames, his nigh omniscience, and the Will of God. The Lightbringer Flames can destroy almost anything. His nigh omniscience allows him to be 10 steps ahead of all of his opponents, and know almost everything. Plus, he can manipulate reality on any scale that he wishes. Specter. Now, Specter is one of the most powerful magical and cosmic beings in the universe, capable of battling against foes like Anti-Monitor and Parallax. He has basically any power imaginable, like flight, intangibility, invisibility, size manipulation, travel between dimensions and universes, weather manipulation, draining life force, and warping reality. Specter has done such incredible things as defeating Parallax, reality-warping demons, killing Lords of Order and Chaos, and even depowering Mr. Mxyzptlk. Neuron. Now, Neuron is a fallen angel of hell and a rather devilish being of immensely great power. Neuron's powers are all on godlike levels, and he's one of the most powerful devils in the DC universe. Neuron has superhuman strength. He's able to fly, teleport, shapeshift, cast enchantments and illusions, fire powerful energy blasts, turn intangible, and create great fear in other beings. He is also able to manipulate his size and the size of others, manipulate magic, and he's a powerful reality manipulator. Finally, Neuron is also immortal. So yeah, that helps. It's also important to note that in his own realm, Neuron's powers grow exponentially. These guys are both powerful and mighty demons, and I would say that Neuron should have the power and abilities to defeat Trigon in this fight. Larfleeze. Larfleeze is the first being able to tap into the orange light of Avarice, and is the sole keeper of the Orange Lantern Core. Larfleeze is too greedy to share his rings, so instead, he uses the ring to create an entire army of Orange Lanterns out of constructs in order to face his foes. His connection to his power battery also allows him to hold his constructs indefinitely, as long as he's paying attention and isn't distracted. Now, in a random encounter, I would have to get the edge to Trigon, but I believe they have enough prep time and enough avatars at his disposal, and Larfleeze can take down the Great Demon. And finally, we have Dormammu. Dormammu is the ruler of the Dark Dimension and is a being of immense mystical power. He's demonstrated energy projection, protective shields, time travel, reality warping powers, teleportation, soul manipulation, life force absorption, matter and energy manipulation, and he can also open portals to other dimensions. He's one of the most powerful magical beings in the Marvel Universe, being greater than Doctor Strange, Mephisto, Hela, and Hellstorm. He's even claimed to have beaten Celestials before. I actually really like this matchup of Dormammu versus Trigon, so I might make a video solely about this fight later. But yeah, Dormammu is powerful enough to beat Trigon at least a couple of times. So there we have it. Those are 10 characters who I believe can beat Trigon. But what do y'all think? I would love to hear your thoughts, so sign off in the comments down below. Also, be sure to subscribe button for videos just like this one every single week.